Hey, wait. Before you skip ahead, just to let you know, you can actually watch the full version of this on our Patreon, and you can actually watch next week's episode a full week in advance. I mean, it's very easy. I mean, right down there in the description, or right up here in the corner. Feel free to give it a click, and we'll see you there. The end is near, and so I face my final curtain. Not yet. We still got 2 more to go after this. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, copyrighted by a dead man, Frank Sinatra. Oops, did I just say that out loud? Anyway. So, funny enough, yeah, we watched the Cowboy Bebop movie, and then we decided to take a week off because we were so far ahead, because we are. I mean, as of right...
Our buddy that never comes into town actually came into town for once.
Oh, that's right.
That's cool.
I actually stuck around a little bit.
Yeah, it was weird.
Were y'all just like... Yeah,
watched a full
you okay,
football
dude?
game with him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Atlanta Falcons, because he's a Falcons
They
fan.
won, too. I was stoked.
That's right.
They lost today, though.
Yes, we did by a field goal.
Yeah,
Don't that suck?
Ain't that a bitch?
Out.
And the
Lost to the Colts.
And the
I thought they were
Panthers
gonna
won.
lose last week.
Boo.
They were
Just
doing
joking.
some fucking insane stuff, like he fell to his knees and like managed to throw the ball when his knee was this far from the ground. And the dude fucking caught it. And I was just like, why can't that ever happen for us?
Who, Matt Ryan or...
who were they playing against last week? I already forget.
Oh, I'm blanking too. Fucking mad. I think it was the Eagles.
I think.
Oh, the Dirty
say
Bird
the
battle.
Jets,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Colors.
The Dirty Bird battle. That's right. The Eagles versus the Falcons. Who will win? Apparently the Falcons, because the Eagles this year seem to be poo-poo.
Right.
The only...
Not poo-poo. From what I saw, they were just not quite as...
No, Carson Wentz can't get his shit together. Le'Veon Bell is the only saving grace that team has in terms of a running game, and Deshaun Jackson keeps getting injured. What else is new?
They did that. There was a lot of injuries. A lot of people got the crap beat out of them.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I thought they broke the Eagles quarterback's rib at one point.
Carson's always getting hurt, man. He's a paper quarterback. I mean, I might be proven wrong. Prove me wrong, Carson. Please.
No. That's good.
Okay, fine. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, honestly,
Just
the only reason the Philadelphia Eagles won because of the saving grace of the living meme himself, Big Dick Nick Foles. I mean, the guy like literally just comes strutting in. He's just like, "Oh, you guys want to win a Super Bowl? Oh, what? Your starting quarterback's injured? Okay, I'll step up." Stepped up and won the Super Bowl for the Eagles after their starting quarterback, who everyone was like praising as like the new Peyton Manning or the new like star of the offense, injured his ACL in the final game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go through they rinse through the entire playoffs, get to the Super Bowl and beat the Patriots. And it's just like, woo!
Ain't that a son bitch?
Yeah, it is a son bitch. It is. I mean, Carson
crazy.
Wentz got him to the playoffs, but Foles won him the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, enough of this football talk. We got an anime here. This is episode 24, Hard Luck Woman. So yeah, I'm getting. I think you can get an idea of what this episode's going to be about.
Hard women?
No, it's going to be about Jet finally admitting that he's been a woman secretly this entire time.
Makes sense.
We assumed his gender, and that was the problem. I see now.
Yes. Never assume.
Yeah, this episode obviously has nothing to do with Faye.
Obviously.
It doesn't say super fucking old woman, so...
Yeah.
Well, technically, physically, she's not old, but...
I mean, she's not into the super old anyway. She's like 50.
No, she's 70. She's in her 70s.
I said it was like 50.
No, she was frozen for 50 years.
Oh, okay.
When she was 24 when she...
Yeah,
or
she was
24
like
when she went
70.
under.
Okay.
And I think right now she's like 26, 27? Or no, Spike's 27. She's physically like 25. Sorry. But yeah. So, Hard Luck Woman, the episode of Cowboy Bebop. Let's get it up on the screen. Let's give it a watch and let's see what happens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Also, this is going to be the one where we watch the outro all the way through because this is the last one that's actually going to have it. So,
Outro.
yeah. Y'all have never heard the outro, Real Folk Blues, which is actually
That we haven't.
a killer track. And, yeah. Anyway, here we go. Careful, Faye. You're going to wear out the tape.
What the hell are you doing here?
Waterfall.
Huh? Do you know this place, Ed?
I think I know. I don't think I know. I don't.
Which is it? Come on!
Hey, hey, hey! Bad touch! Bad touch!
Oh, damn it, I'm a Spike. Where the devil are we?
It's Earth, isn't it?
Earth. This ship was headed for Mars. What are we doing on Earth all of a sudden?
It's looking good.
No.
This was our best lead in months.
Kevin Costner was right. Waterworld.
The girls are gone.
What?
I promise, if you lead me to that waterfall place, I'll give you something good.
Oh, good thing. What?
You'll see it's something wonderfully, tremendously good.
What?
Surveyors. Of course it's hot. Friggin' meteor just landed. What do you expect? It's a junker town.
Waterfall.
Damn it.
Right. Listen to Ed.
Then-
I found Ed!
Huh? So Edward is found?
Do you know these kids?
Can I please have your nails?
Nails?
I'm collecting them.
Ugh.
Just the pinky would
Bruh.
be right, but if you could give me the apron.
It could be. It would be a little less creepy if she like bite your nails and like spit them in here, not holes out a fucking pair of pliers. Like, can I have one? Can I?
I'm sorry about all that.
Is she from this place?
She wandered in about 5 years ago. Before I knew it, she was eating here as if that's the way it always was. Then, about 3 years ago, she wandered away again. Our Father in heaven, you know we're here. So I'll leave off the rest. Eat hearty, kids. Stay Oh, that's right. There's something good in my desk drawer. I've been saving it for you, Edward.
Copper bar.
Yes, that's it. Open it up. It's your father.
Ed's father.
Mm-hmm.
What?
He came here looking for Ed about 2 months ago.
So Ed's father is a dumbass. Oh.
Yes!
Why is this hot? There's all this fucking steam coming out of this.
Why didn't anyone tell me it was hot?
Are you Faye? Impossible. It's me, Sally Young. I was in your graduating class in high school.
Huh.
I thought you were some kind of ghost. You look just the same as before. They say they appear in places where they have regrets.
Grandma, you have to go back now.
Is it time already? Do you know who this nice lady is?
A ghost from beyond.
Huh?
Goodbye. Take care.
Picked her up like a piece of luggage.
Strong old bitch.
Eh?
Appleberry Sheenies Hessop Lutfin.
That's a hell of a name. Apple Deli.
Oh.
Yo.
It's McIntyre, and I'll take a pass, Mr. Appleberry. Thanks.
You sure? Second eggs is good for you.
No, it isn't.
Power, charge. That's what counts. Telling you, Macintosh.
It's McIntyre, actually.
Don't sweat the small stuff, my friend.
And there we go again.
Hurry, Macin, whatever.
McIntyre!
Flashbacks.
It's not a flashback.
It's LSD.
Premonition?
No, it's an entire life she doesn't remember all coming back to her now.
All at once.
Mm-hmm.
Be a mind fuck.
You ain't kidding. 24 years of a life you never really lived.
I actually had manners.
I'm sorry.
You're
What?
sorry?
Yes.
Whoa.
I have to go.
that man's life is a large majority of what the fuck.
I finally remember where it is that I belong.
You belong.
Yes, Ed. You have someone waiting for you, too. There's somewhere that you belong, Edward. You should go and find out where.
Did Edward even have time to jump off?
I hope.
She's in the middle
Ed's
of
still hanging on like,
Yeah.
what?
I don't belong on the wing.
Faye took off again.
Oh, swell. Where'd you go this time, Arcturus?
We'd like you to come along with us, all right?
A little basic cooperation here, and you won't get hurt.
Who are you guys? We got work to do and you're in the way.
Work to do.
We're creating maps of the newly altered planet Earth so we can save it.
That's great. Only the meteor showers change the terrain every 2 days, so what you're trying to do is impossible.
Chase down every major meteor. Then we update the maps, thus changing chaos to order.
New parts of the map if you're constantly updating the old parts.
Oh, eggs.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't expecting a match.
Thick boy.
That's why he eats those eggs. I was wondering why he fucking broke the egg the way he did.
Yeah, just like...
Holy shit. Nerves of steel.
Or balls of steel, whichever. Huh?
Francoise!
Francoise.
I like that.
This is the father person.
Father?
You mean your father?
You have a father?
This is Spike person and Jet person. No, these are Ed's friends. I stay with them, okay?
Oh, that's different. Thanks for taking care of my son.
Daughter.
Or was it my daughter?
Have some eggs.
Ed, don't tell me. Did you put that bounty in the computer or...
That's a period, not a comma. 50
Only
wulong.
50 wulongs.
So, Francoise, you want to stay with me now?
Huh?
Whoa! Let's go! Back of the goose! It's McIntyre!
Hey, hold on!
Shows you just how absent-minded he is, and I guess that's where Ed gets it from. Apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Father person gone.
Yeah. And there's nothing. Yeah. Oh well.
Pinwheel.
Spike.
Back to the ship,
Aww.
Do you want to come with Ed?
And they're just crushing boiled eggs.
Because why not?
Everybody else is having these life-changing moments.
And they're just eating boiled eggs. Someday, somewhere.
Sorry, I was looking. I had to. My mother. Sorry.
Oh, to Madre? Okay.
Yeah, my phone isn't working.
Okay.
I had to borrow Nick's.
Okay. But yeah. So yeah, this is the Real Folk Blues, the theme song for the outro, which
That was good.
So yeah, that's
There's a version of that song that I really, really like by a girl on YouTube called Sapphire, and she has her own lyrics for it and sings it in English, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
And it has to do with like letting go of like people who aren't right for you and such in your life.
I would probably like that version better than the one that says, "Sitting in muddy water ain't that bad." It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I hate when I've fallen into mud puddles. That shit sucks. Every time.
Well, here's the thing. It comes back to a little bit of the Robert Frost poem, stopping by the road on snowy evening. I think that's the name of it. In that, it pretty much discerns. I could sit here in the midst of the snow and just fade away, or I can get up and keep going. But the choice is mine, and it's sort of left up to interpretation what it meant. So a lot of people think that humanity, the weight of life, everyone can, I think, in this room can speak to the weight of life in certain aspects. How sometimes it can be crushing, especially when you've had so much stuff piled on you in a certain time frame and you just want to just not do anything. And you think, and there are moments where you think, can't get anywhere. I remember one time, dude, I was literally out in the forest looking for my mom. She was on one of her benders and was out in the woods, and I couldn't find her. And I was just tired of this because it'd been like the same thing over the last 3 months. So I was just like, I'm just going to let her stay out here. I'm just going to let her stay out here, and that's going to be that. And, I could have settled with that. But then I had a thought. What if something happened to her? Mm-hmm. And it's the choices we make in those hard times that truly define who we are as human beings. I mean, actions, like, no matter what action you take, there's always going to be an immediate reaction, and you might not notice it, or it will probably have such an effect on you, it will change you. Yeah. And I think one thing that what that was saying, sitting in a muddy puddle isn't that bad, is just like, my life's been shit so far. I mean, this isn't bad. I mean...
And then the next line says, if it's over after the first time. Yeah. That's the next line. None of that shit makes sense, dude. Come on, it's anime lyrics to a song. Half that shit don't make no sense to us. They don't structure their language the same way we do.
No, our language is romantic, romanticized, and how it's presented lyrically. It works a little bit better in terms of song and rhyme. Whereas Japanese and kanji...
So Japanese can actually do some really cool stuff with their lyrics sometimes.
No, they can. Like, I'm not saying that they can't,
from
but...
Darren Gray, actually will use words that have multiple meanings, depending on how you pronounce them, But basically, double entendre his meanings to his songs and stuff.
Yeah, but the problem with it is, that's one example, and there's several examples that do exist, but the amount of songs that are in English or in the romantic languages that actually have a lyrical flow to them, I mean, it's the same thing with Chinese. I've heard Chinese songs, and they are good at describing scenery, but when it comes to personal struggle and stuff like that, it doesn't do much. And it's the same thing in Japanese because, kanji is pretty much copied Chinese lettering. They just gave it their own meaning, and it pretty much is the same effect. And I'm not saying that there aren't great Japanese songs, because to me, some of my favorite soundtracks are from Japanese films. I mean, anything from a Miyazaki film, anything from anything by Nobuo Uematsu from the Final Fantasy games. I mean, instant classics. But I get what you're saying, Chad. Sometimes lyrically it doesn't make sense.
Lyrically it doesn't make any sense. Because they don't express shit the way that we do. The translations don't translate the implications of what they're actually trying to say.
Yeah.
Not always.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, in terms of storytelling, they can, but that's storytelling. It's a more wide open thing than a song. A song has a set structure and a more limited time frame, whereas a film, for instance, one of my favorite anime films of the last 10 years, Your Name, watched it, and it's some of the best storytelling I've ever seen. And no matter where you're from, it's some of the best storytelling ever. But in terms of songs, I get what you're saying. In terms of song structure and everything, it's very hard to encompass all of that in a 3 to 4 minute song and put it in a way that lyrically works as well as it does in like the more romantic languages.
Well, Spanish is one that it's like paint by numbers to make lyrics for. Everything rhymes, like
yes,
just them talking rhymes a large majority of the time.
Yeah.
So
and that's why
you can make, my sombrero is now mi el baño, and that rhymes. Like I just made my hat a shitter, like rhymed, like. I mean, it's just a fact. So anytime I hear like Mexican rap, I'm just like, y'all are cheating, motherfuckers. Y'all
have it easy.
Y'all could say
like
anything.
Anytime I hear like Chicano rap, like friggin' the Delinquents, Los Delincuentes, they like it's easy for them to just go and flow into Spanish. Whereas they come back to English and it's just like, oh, now they got to
be cool if they had like freestyle battles where you try not to rhyme. That's the objective.
Oh, that'd be terrible, and especially in Spanish.
If you rhyme more than like once with like a certain.
Yeah.
Everybody goes, oh.
You rhyme more than once in a bar, you're disqualified. Yeah, you're given a bar, four verses, and if you make more than one rhyme in those, you're done.
The challenge is out, Hispanic rappers.
Do it to it. Good God. So this is effectively the goodbye that we got for Ed and Ein right there.
Yeah, Ein was like, man, fuck this.
I'm gonna go hang out with the crazy kooky redheaded girl.
Well, they've been hanging out the whole time.
Well, yeah, they've been best buds, and now that Ed is contemplated leaving and is now actually leaving, Ein decides to go with her.
Yep.
And which it's sad, but at the same time, I mean, it's Ein's choice.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Can't remember. Does Faye come back to the ship after that?
I
guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's the one thing about it. I mean, Faye is sort of at a crossroads as well, because Faye has finally discovered who she is or who she was. And nothing nothing exists anymore. There's nothing left for her.
It's really on the Bebop now, whether she wants to admit it or not. So
well,
that's her family now.
Yep.
It's just having to admit that is a hard thing for some people. Like admitting, like for instance, I've said this before to Chad. He's the brother I chose because I've got one brother, and I'm gonna be honest, he's a bit of a dingus. I love him, but he's a bit of a dingus. But yeah, but Chad here, he's had my back for the longest time, dude. And me, I mean, you know me, man. I've always had your back and everything.
Yeah. Brotherhood for life, bro.
Yeah. Although we ain't stupid, we don't do like the blood brother thing.
Oh, no.
No, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't fucking stupid.
I do believe you choose your family, though. I mean, there's people that are blood related to you that
I want nothing to do with.
Yeah, but then there's the connections that you make with people that are beyond friendship. You become family with people.
Yeah.
It's just the way it works.
Yep. When it happens, it's truly something special, but a lot of people, sometimes people don't want to admit to that.
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't want to admit that, oh, yeah, this person's part of my family, especially if they're trying to, like, show up in front of people, and then they have a family member, or, like, someone who they consider like a family member, but yet in public they don't want to acknowledge it in any way.
Yeah, I mean, there's shallow shills out there. You just gotta...
A lot.
Yeah, plenty of them.
Like Hobson said, cut the bad fruit off the vine, make a sacrifice.
There you go.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know,
Hobson's
prosper.
got some good wisdom to put out in his lyrics.
True story.
Oh yeah. Well, this was a good episode. Sad episode.
Yeah.
Sort of a crossroads episode. I mean, we are coming to the end. I mean, these next two are going to be a rough ride. Because it's happening again, man. I'm realizing that the end is near, and I'm just like, God dang it. I got to relive all this shit all over again. Oh, God. But anyway.
Well, it's like, 'cause it's like, oh, we're out of Cowboy Bebop to watch after that.
Yeah.
It's been quite enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for now, that's going to do it. So, until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
Andrew.
I'm Hat Guy.
Hat Guy.
Buy my fucking t-shirts.
And we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace.